Days for the first game of the season. You getting nervous? You're thinking about it? You're planning? You're over planning? What's going on?
I think there's always a danger, isn't there, of planning, over planning, and overthinking things. It's the one game that every manager has 3 weeks planning time. No one ever has 3 weeks planning time when the season starts. So it's exciting. It's exciting. In 2 days' time, it'll be over, won't it?
It will indeed, and then you'll be getting ready for another game 2 days after that on a plastic pitch.
Yeah, it's brand new. Brand new. I watched them last Friday, and it looks really good, to be honest. But they're all the same, aren't they? The plastic pitches. The ball doesn't run as freely as it does on the grass. But hopefully, with it being at night, there might be a bit of dew that falls, and it can have a bit of pace with the pitch.
Absolutely. Right, back to the gaming question. Banbury United. What sort of homework do you do on them, or is it a matter of adapt as soon as you kick off?
No, we watched them last Saturday against Gloucester. They had a good win. So we've got a report from that game. I spoke to a couple of people that they've played in pre-season, but it's incredibly difficult, Stu. I mean, you're involved with us at Stratford, and if I told you what team I was going to pick Saturday or how we're going to play, you would say, I don't know, we've had 8 games pre-season, and up until the last 3 we were really, really inconsistent and indifferent. So there will always be times where we'll have to adapt in the game and things like that, but we think we're pretty close with what we know they're going to do and how we plan to try and win the game.
And of course they've got up until about 10 o'clock on Saturday morning to still sign players, and that'll put another spanner in the old works, won't it?
Yeah, I think probably if you're signing players now, sort of Friday, Saturday, that would mean you're not happy with some things, and depending on how long players have been around at clubs pre-season, they only had one trialist on Saturday, which we seem to know who that is, so if he signs, we won't be under any illusions who that is. But if they obviously sign a couple more between that, Kelvin's probably not happy with what he's got. But looking at the squad and the way they've been through pre-season, I think they're probably quite happy.
Last year they had an extraordinary defence. Coach is gone, new coach has come in, but he's obviously a defender anyway, so he'll know about the drills and all that. And of course we nicked a couple of their players, and do you think that they've covered well for all those ones that aren't there anymore?
Well, yeah, I'd like to think we took 2 of their better players last year, but their defensive record was I think one of the best in the league. And Kelvin's gone in there, and he was a very, very good defender when he played, very, very good. So they didn't necessarily set up on Saturday to be ultra defensive, but the 2 centre-halves that played there last year in Nico and Yao are still there. The goalkeeper's probably one of the best in the division with Jake that we've got. So, that's a solid base that they've got there. And, we need to try and break teams down, not just Banbury this season, and try and score a few more goals. Last
time we were speaking, you had a bit of an headache on Saturday night about things, what to do. Have you been on the paracetamol?
Yeah, I've had about 25 boxes of paracetamol, to be honest, Stu. It doesn't get any easier, the way you have to tell players they're not going to be involved. You have to tell players they're going to be on the bench. You have to tell players they're no longer welcome. It's incredibly difficult, and that's the worst part of the job. And ultimately, you never know if you get it right or wrong, probably until the end of the season, until you see where you finish. And obviously our aim is to be better than we were last year and try and break into that top 5. And until the end of April, I won't be able to tell you whether we're right or wrong.
Thursday night training about to happen. What's that? Is it drills for getting set pieces sorted out and all that sort of thing, where to be, where not to be and stuff?
Yeah, it's just a continuation of what we've been doing, really. Like I said, the last 3 games of pre-season we've been pretty good. Our results have been much better than what they have been through pre-season, so we'd like to think we're somewhere close. So just fine-tuning things, fine-tuning a couple of set pieces, making sure that people know their roles and responsibilities on and off the ball, and then make sure everyone comes out unscathed.
Captain for Saturday?
Josh Hawker is going to be our club captain this year.
Brilliant.
So Hawks has been here a long time and sort of knows the group, knows the fans, knows the club, and hopefully he can play more games than he doesn't, because he hasn't featured much in pre-season. But hopefully he's going to train tonight and be fit and available for selection on Saturday. So we're pleased. I work closely with Josh, and he's well respected in the dressing room.
Absolutely. Well, Best of luck for next Saturday, and happy birthday for tomorrow.
Cheers, Stu. Cheers.